Story. Do you want to hear the story? By the title already, you already know what I want to talk about. I went out with my family, but I came back. They are already sleeping. I'm not feeling sleepy, so I decided to share this story with you guys. So keep watching. How I almost got raped at the age 12. Was I 12? Yes. 1998. I was 12 years. I was selling for my mom. We live in Benin City. Then we're in Benin City. So I went to go and hawk. Should I say I'm selling for my mom or I'm selling for myself? Hawking for myself. Because I live with my mom and the other member of my family. So this fateful day, I went to go and sell rice. If you live in Benin City, you know this rice they used to sell those days. I don't know if they still sell it. I don't know. I can't tell. But they used to sell this rice those days. It's in Benin language. It's called izoko, meaning wrapped rice. So this rice, you cook it. You wrap it in this green leaf. I don't know what the leaf is called. It's popular. Some people use it for moi moi, bean cake. Some people use it for agidi, corn. What's agidi in English? I don't know. I don't speak big English. Some people use it for agidi. Some people use it for moi moi. While some people use it for rice. So I want to go and sell that fateful day. We were living behind Olia Market then. So normally, if you are selling, you are not supposed to sell in your area now. So I used to walk, say around, go far places. So I went to this street. There is one particular street. As I'm talking right now, I still have that house, that person in my head, the person. So I went to go and say in this street off Testament Road. This guy should be in his late 20s, all those kind of 27, 28, 29, even 30. So he called me, bring rice. Brother, help me. The bros helped me down. How much you won't buy? He brought plates from inside his house. He brought plates at 15 naira. Then the rice is 20 naira each. For one of the wrap is 20 naira. So, but I do sell 3 of the wrap for 15 naira then. So I said, brother, I want 20 naira, 3 15 naira. It's okay. I won't buy 15 naira. He brought plates. So I was about to unravel the rice on his plate. This bros just held me like this. I was shouting. He held me, took me inside. That day, I was like, hey, it don't finish today, it don't end. And that's the first time I've ever imagined that kind of thing, you know. First time in my life. This bros took me in. I was just, as soon as he took me inside his house, he brought out a sharp knife, small knife. Later, I understand that knife is called stabby knife, small knife. This bros brought out this knife. I was shivering like this. Brother, I beg, I was crying. The bros now told me something. He said, I go leave you on one condition. If you don't do one before, this one that we are saying, this brother don't remove everything. No. This brother has removed everything. You understand? He has removed everything, but he gave me option. I said, brother, I beg. I never do one before. I beg, brother, I beg. He said, if you never do one before, I go leave you. No be me go start them. But if you don't do one, I not go leave you. I go take my own. Hey. This bros brought out torchlight like this. He brought out torchlight, and behold, he was looking at it. And as at 12 years, I don't have that kind of sense. Let me see, even as at 17 when I born, I not to get sense. So I'll tell that story another day. Because if I get sense, I'm not sure say it go sup. Sense never did. So then I was thinking, as far as say I can urinate with it, it already open. I don't know how to explain this. I don't want to go too raw. I thought as far as I can urinate with it, maybe these bros will see that it don't already open, something like that. So I was begging this bro, brother, they use them. urinate. And these are peace, but I never go and say, no worry. If I look calm, I go, no. This bros brought out torchlight. And behold, Sharon was like this. God save you. He brought me down from his bed. The bed was high like this. So yeah, come down, go carry your food. Go say. Not tell anybody. Man, not tell anybody. As I came out of that building, instantly. If you know how far is from, if you have lived in Benin City or you live in Benin City, you know how far where I'm describing is. From Testami Road. This street I'm describing is the street opposite Tom Line in Testami Road Street. I don't want to describe the house because I might. No, it doesn't tell good. So I left that place to my house. My house is behind Olia Market off Siloko Road. I didn't sell again. I took everything home. When I got home, I was crying. I told my mom, look at what happened to me today. My mom was crying as well. The reason why I'm sharing this story is this. This guy that almost did this thing to me, I met him in Europe. He never recognized me. He did not recognize me, but I do recognize him because I was much younger. Then, like they say, now small pikin, I the first no person. I was much younger when it happened. He was older. Maybe he can't remember my face, but I know him. I remember his face. I can recognize him. On a fateful day, the year 2015 or 16, I went to Torino with my friends. We went to club. I was sitting with my friend. I saw this bros passed by. I was looking at him. I know him. He sat with some group of friends. I went to look at him. I went to him straight. I greeted him. He's matured. If he should be about 30, then I was 12. You should know how old. You're supposed to guess how old he should be now. He's old now. Older, not that old. People know the old for Europe. So I walked up to this man. I greeted him. I was like, I know you somewhere. I know you. Are you Benin? He said yes. He now asked me, where do we here? Okay, but he's Edo. I'm Delta, but I speak Benin a little bit. He said, okay, how are you? I said, a pano vessel. Now you be one brother. Be like say your mama get house for off Testami Road, one street two opposite Tom Line. He said, yes, that's my mother's house. But my mother is late now. He even died. I said, no, because then I go, they say something past. Be like say, I don't see you for that house. But I described his house. I described his house. I described the house for him. And was like, yes, that's my mother's house. My mother is late now. I no longer live there. Now I have my house. I'm married. I have children. I was like, I sat with him. I was discussing with this man. I asked him, how many children do you have? He said, you know me, Richard? I said, yes, a party. He said something past that, and so I know you. How many children do you have? He said, I have 4 children now. How old are they? He said, my first daughter, as at 2015, this man said his first child is 12 years old. I said, tack. And I asked him a very delicate question. I left my friend to go and sit with him. Maybe in his head he will be thinking, why this girl considers me? Maybe this girl a trip for me, something like that. I asked him a very delicate question. Hey, Pao, that your daughter with the 12 years old, where he did? He did fine. He doesn't want to tell me if he's here or in Nigeria. Hey, Pao, if that your daughter cry come house, can't tell you say, man of 30, 28, rape him, or he be one rape him, how you go feel? Do you know what he said? Do you know what that means? That I will enter that house, I will go there with a gun. See, you will go there with a gun. He said yes. He said, okay. but you almost raped me. The man shocked, like, where? How? I now narrated the story, how it really happened. When I came, where I was sitting with my friend, I had a bottle of drink there. It's a hot drink, Spirit. So when I came, after I greeted the man, I gave the man a power. I gave him, I took, we were drinking. Instantly, after I told him what he did, he was looking at the drink. Again, you don't poison me. I said, Ipa, Ima don't poison you. But I just came to tell you that one should be good. It's good to be good. The moral of the story is, no matter anything, learn to be good, because you don't know where you meet those people tomorrow. Let's assume I don't want to tell that man what happened. I just want to pay him what he did to me, or somehow I can do it this form. I can be his friend. I can be his friend. I can't see you. Then I will know more about him. I'll get to know his daughter. I'll set his daughter up. But no, I don't want to do that. I'm a mom as well. I don't want to do that. I just want to tell him that, look at what you did. And I also told him something before I left. I said, Ipa, maybe that day I was lucky, because I haven't done it before. I was lucky. Who knows how many children you have violated? If you have, go and pray for forgiveness, because karma is a bitch. He said, yeah. I said, if you have raped underage children in the time past, try your best. Confess to your wife or your children or somebody and ask for forgiveness from God, because someone might do it to your daughter. This man felt very bad. In life, if we really treat people the way we want to be treated, life would be fair. We won't have problems everywhere. But people treat people the way they can't take it if they are being treated. Does that make sense? People treat people the way, if they are being treated, they can't take it. That's why we have problems everywhere. Let's be good. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That is my message for today. I'm kind of emotional now. I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe though. Even if I'm emotional, remember that. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys next.